So what'd you take from the week?
2 wins, yay. It was exciting, different environments. None of it's good nor bad, but it's just different than anything that we're used to coming from the Pac-10/12. But it was good. It was nice to be able to go and with the extra travel in between and, the whole rigmarole of that, it was good.
Kind of working during this 3-game win streak for you guys. What do you like most about what you're seeing?
I like the fact that we're winning. I'm just going to keep emphasizing that as much as possible because I don't take any win for granted, especially when you win on the road. I think it's always a little bit different getting into those gyms, getting acclimated. But I like the fact that the players are still hungry and they're eager to do the things that we're asking them to do in a short turnaround. When you travel in between, you got to get prepared for that next match as soon as you land and get going. So we'll leave tomorrow morning and get to Ames, Iowa, and get going.
24 digs in the game on Sunday. What was just kind of cool about what she was able to do defensively for you?
I think that she was able to see the game and slow it down just a little bit. I believe that defense is something that anyone could do if they just stay alert to it. It's not saying you're going to always get the ball where you want it to go, but you're not going to be surprised by it. And so Jordan was very focused and intent on doing every part of that part of her game, which is really nice because it was something she's been working on a lot.
What I saw there is that even though they were going at her in serve receive, she was still, and she was playing defense, she was still effective offensively. So, how does a player do that?
Well, experience is one, and and I've shared this before, and I'll continue to share it. We don't allow any surprises to take place. So we let them know this is who they're coming after, this is why, this is what it's going to look like, and we rep those as much as possible so it becomes muscle memory. And then part of it is knowing that you can find success because you've had it before, and that goes back to why I recruited the players that we recruited here, is because we want players that know that I've done this before and it's capable of happening again.
And Iowa State's receiving votes, then you got ASU right behind, top 10, and only one day between.
Yes.
In two states. So I know you guys get to take that charter home. How important is that?
It's very important. When we got our schedule and I was talking to our administrators, I was just like, to put ourselves in the best position possible. I'll do whatever I need to do in terms of asking and, budget, moving things around. And the fact that they were able to respond to that is huge for us. I like our schedule in the sense of we're always in a position to play someone that is in theory better than us, be it RPI, be it rank, or what have you. Or record, whatever the case may be, which is something that's good for us because it puts a challenge in front of us everywhere we go. And I think we work best, back to your question, I think we work best when we're in a situation where there's something in front of us that we're going for.
What are you learning just about the recovery piece with the travel, especially in this phase where you have to go all the way to Florida and then back through Texas and home and then back to Iowa and back home?
I'm learning that as long as you bring it to their attention that there's a chance you could be, and we hydrate and we need to rest. And so today we started practice later than we normally would, and we got in and we grinded for that amount of time that we were in. Our flight's early tomorrow morning as well. I think one of the nice things is that we practice in the morning, so getting up per se isn't as difficult as it could be. And when we were in Florida, I asked the next morning, I said, was it tough going to sleep? Because, you got to go to bed a little bit earlier than what it would be at home. And they were like, no, not a problem going to sleep. I said, was it a problem getting up? They go, yes, it was a problem. So, we know that, and I like the fact that they're very honest and transparent with how they're feeling so that we're able to modify and maneuver practice a little bit. And then when we were traveling back from the airport on Sunday, I was talking to Jaime, who's our strength coach, and I said, hey, I want to start practice a little bit later. And Avery was next to me. She was like, oh, thank you, Rita. Thank you. And so, when the players say those things, because they never complain and say they're tired, I just bring it to their attention. There's a good chance you could be tired right now or you need some rest. And so that's what I appreciate about them.
How was Assess Carly in this second year in the program.
I assess Carly as being steady Eddie, doing her job. And, she's never going to be the player that is doing cartwheels around the gym. That's just not her personality at all. But she's doing her job. She's going out there and she's grinding. And, I put a challenge in front of Carly when we were at Houston, and she said, "Okay, Rita." And she went out there and got even better at it. And that's what I appreciate about her. She doesn't get really high, and she's not going to get low. Well, I told her she needed to score. I'm like, what's going on? So, yes. And she responded.
Was she not being aggressive, or were there not opportunities for her to score? Or
A little bit of both, and for various reasons. Sometimes I think we may modify too fast, or, and for us, it's a matter of playing the game fast and going and not allowing ourselves to look like that. I don't know how to explain it in words. I can just show you in my body. I'm going to be always this person going, we got to go, because that sends a different message to our opponents than the person who's just like, yeah, did you hear me? And I know that that's not normal for them, but I know that I have a lot of visual learners on the team, so I'm going to continue to do that for them and be able to provide that when it's hard for them.
When you have a player like, maybe Sid or Haven, are those up players, how important is that for the team's morale?
I think it's very important because they know they can do it and they know that that's something that they own. But I work hard never to make them be the sole source of it, because at some point that becomes draining. I remember as a player, Dave told me, I'll never forget this. He goes, "Rita, when you come in the gym and you're in a bad mood, it affects everyone." I'm like, no. You're putting that pressure on me. You're in control of your own self. But as a coach now, I understand what he meant. I did not understand it as a 19, 20-year-old. So I work hard never to put that amount of pressure on one player to have to do that. It's like everyone has a role. And at the end of the day, if everyone just did their job, it would be enough.
In terms of, just when you look at this team moving forward and what you want to accomplish over the next few weeks, what are you emphasizing? What do you, in terms of the practice sessions and how you want them to approach that?
Well, coming in with energy, we'll start modifying, tapering off in the hours and the amount of time that we're spending in the gym, just because their bodies are a little tired from traveling and so forth and so on. But making sure that we hydrate and we're doing the proper things in the weight room. I think our weight staff is doing an awesome job in terms of nutrition, and just finding different ways to keep them excited about the little things, because sometimes when you have to travel a lot, it's like, here we go, got to get on the plane again. So they're playing this game now. I forget the name of it, but it sounds like a lot of fun. They haven't invited me yet, but they know I would win if I play. So in any case, but they're finding different ways to get themselves going in that sense, and I'm trying to listen and observe it, be it the music we're listening to, be it the restaurant we go. We after we went to our post-game meal after our match at Houston, Avery walks up and there's some shops over there. She goes, "Rita, can I go over there after I order some food?" "Absolutely, go over there. Let's have fun. Take someone with you." And so you went over there, and it's just little things like that to let them know that I do recognize that they're still young women in the midst of competing for something. Because at the end of the day, I know we all want the same thing. We're all on the same page, and no one wants to be the reason why we don't achieve what our goal has been for the entire season.
In your middles, seemed like, it came and went in that last game at Houston. Is that the way the other team's playing? Is that how they're being set? Is that them going up? Is that all of it?
It's a little bit of everything at any given time. Each player is different for a reason, and I think I've shared this before. I want my middles to be different. I don't want any one player to be the same, because I think it's easier to prepare when you know the same thing's coming at you. It's like when she's in, this is going to happen, this is, so you want that variation in taking place. And depending on what the opponents are doing to us or bringing to us and what we need to do, it'll revolve around. And I think that's okay. And the key is for them to know that they still have a role and value in that. And so we try to celebrate it as much as possible. I think they may feel like they're the ones that get the brunt of a lot of stuff because it's the position that I actually played. And so my expectations is probably a lot higher because I know that if this little girl could do some things, I know that they're bigger, stronger, higher, the whole 9 yards, that they're capable of doing it. It's just a matter of repping it over and over.
Differences you look in for your middles?
I want them to be athletic. I need them to be quick in their movement. I need their body to be a noisy body, if you will, versus a quiet body. So when I'm quiet, I'm tall, I'm, just kind of mulling around, but they're all big enough, strong enough, fast enough, high enough to be able to play with anyone. It's just a matter of knowing it the entire time.
When you say maybe between Journey and Adriana, how are they different?
Journey is stronger than Adriana, but Adriana plays much higher. That length you can't duplicate, and so it's just a matter of her being faster off the ground, what she's capable of doing. Journey understands blocking, and you figure Journey's played longer as well, so there's a difference there. Adriana has the ability to score behind, Journey has the ability to hurt you in front, but Adriana still has the ability to hurt you in front, so it's probably Journey and Maya are more aligned with one another, if you will, two totally different athletes. And then Sydney and Adriana are more aligned because they're both long and lean.
Anything else? All right, I'll bring Jordan in.
Okay, I appreciate you all. And let me know if you want to sing a song.
All right, can you start us off again?
So, the Dicks.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, your defense, what are you doing to make a difference there?
I think I'm very much of an antsy person. So normally in the back row, I think I'm kind of sporadic. So recently I have been more so trying to tell myself to calm down, have a calm mind, calm mindset, and be quick on the feet to the ball rather than thinking okay, the ball can go here, 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 here. Just know that the ball will come to me and keeping that mindset. And also Rita and Ryan, they've also been reminding me to repeat the sequence of what I see on the other side of the net. So saying ball setter, ball outside, turn to my base and face them. So just recognizing where the ball is going early and keeping a calm mindset rather than being frazzled everywhere.
Did you realize the number was getting that high on Sunday?
I didn't feel like it at all, honestly. I was just out there just trying to get every ball, making up for my serves, because lately I have been struggling with that, so I've been trying to make up for it in some other area. And defense passing is an area that I think I could always improve on, and that could definitely make up for my game and the serving aspect. So during that game, it did not feel like I was getting that many digs. Obviously, I was super excited to see my stats afterwards at the game, but I was really just trying to focus on keeping the ball up and getting my team in play and allowing all my hitters to be available.
What's working right for this team in the midst of a 3-game win streak?
I think recently we have been doing very well at coming together as a team in the circle, after a point or a long rally, and giving each other reassurance and hyping each other up very well. I think that we have been celebrating each other's points, each other's efforts, throughout the entire rally, saying good pass, good set, not just focusing on just a single solo swing that got the point or anything like that. So I think the reassurance and just the support that we have been giving each other, as well as the coaches and the girls who are on the sideline as well, I think everyone can feel that, and it has made a big impact.
And despite, them serving you a lot at Houston and then the digs, you were still effective offensively.
Thank you.
So what do you have to do to be able to, get back up?
Right. Honestly, I have to expect that teams will want to pick on me, try and get me in a low mindset, and I just have to keep telling myself I am above that, I am better than that, and I cannot let them know or even show them that they can get to me in that kind of way and show them that I am a greater athlete, not just physically, but also mentally. And so knowing that volleyball is not just a physical game, but also a mental game, that is just something that I keep in mind, and I just always give myself just positive self-talk.
Rita was saying that she had a conversation with Carly about being more aggressive on Sunday. When you look at her out on the court at times, how do you want to see her be more aggressive offensively?
Honestly, I think she opens my eyes personally. I think she is aggressive to the point where it comes to like shots and attacking the blockers, where I think I kind of avoid the blockers. And so whenever she's in the front row, I absolutely love just watching her go for the blockers, aiming for their hands. And that is like, that's the aggressiveness that I love seeing in her, is like knowing that she can beat those blockers out, even though that her and I are both undersized hitters and that we go against those big blockers. Knowing that she has that confidence to swing and that aggressiveness. And it also just kind of teaches me like, hey, I don't have to have power behind every single one of my swings. Like I can be an off-speed kind of offensive person or a player as well, and not just full power, not full speed.
What are some of the challenges of being an undersized hitter?
Definitely working with the blockers and adjusting to the sets. You really have to be more mindful about just like where you want to place the ball, because players, I think, being undersized, the ball, you have more time to see the ball come over on the opposing side. So you have to be more quick on the ball, fast in placing the ball, rather than just like chipping it in, because people will be right there, right on you.
And I mean, about that undersized, Anna on the right is also undersized.
Yes.
So what challenge does that present the entire group of pins?
You know, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but like before all of our games, like hitting warm-ups, every position group, we get together, we have like a small like hype up group circle just to motivate our position group to work hard in the game. And all of us, like we know, besides like Britt or Renee, like they're the two big pins in our group. We know that we're an undersized group, but we keep the mindset of playing big, like play like you're the bigger player no matter what. Like who cares about height, no matter, like to me height doesn't matter. It's just if you can display your athleticism and your mindset and like your confidence, and that will get you, I think, to the higher level of play, to where these like the 6'7", 6'5" girls are playing at.
Any fun stories from the road, some of these new cities, Orlando, Houston, that you've been in recently?
Any fun stories? I mean, I just have fun with the girls like on the road period. I love sightseeing with them. I mean, whenever there's a mall around, we love to go shopping together. That's like something that we always look forward to. We always go to Starbucks and Targets. Other than that, we more so watch like movies together in the hotel rooms and kind of bond over that, or like TV shows or card games. We've been playing so many more card games. I don't know if I can really say some of them, but for example, Mafia is a game I've learned this season from the younger classmen. It's basically like you're trying to figure out who the bad guys are, and then everyone, it's like detective, killer, all that kind of game. But I think that's definitely like gotten us rowdy. We've been rowdy in the airport, rowdy in the hotel lobby. Like we've had moments where we've had to quiet down, but it's just really fun with the girls on the road. They really do make the most of it.
What store are you looking for on the road? Like, is there, you mentioned going shopping. Is there a store that you really love to kind of find? Or?
Sephora. I love Sephora. Just looking for new makeup products to try, or clothing shopping. Like I just love like Brandy. Brandy's is a really big one. We always look, sorry, that like I totally lost my train of thought, but Brandy is a big one that we love to go to, because all the different locations in different states, like there is something like personalized to that area. So like say in Houston, they'll have like more Texas themed like clothes, or like, but it's more like simple basics. Whereas in say West Virginia, you might have something where it's like more long sleeve type of items, like something that's just more custom to the area. So we do love looking for like just shopping centers, Brandy, Sephora, H&M. We love shopping.
Rita said there's a game you guys haven't invited her to play yet, but she would win. Is that one of the card games you can't say?
I don't know. I mean, okay, I feel like I can totally say it. There's nothing bad about it. It's called Secret Hitler. But yes, you've heard of it? Yes, I have just learned it, and I think our whole team, we just learned it this past away trip at UCF in Houston, and we have all like hopped on board with it. We all love it. It's so fun. It gets really competitive. That's all I can say about it. But yeah, yes.
Who's the best? Who's winning?
I would say for sure, okay, not to make their heads any bigger, but Haven, Brenna, Anna, and Avery. I would say just because, and Carly also, because I would say they're more so the best liars on the team, and those games involve like a lot of lying because you want to hide your role, like you don't want them to find out. So But they also taught like the whole team how to play too. So I kind of respect them for having that kind of knowledge of like sharing it with the team and showing us the game. But yeah, it's a really fun game.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you guys.